Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you had a wonderful Easter. We're back to the grind. So, you'll probably be tired today, all your Easter egg hunting. Good morning, Stephen. So, I hope yesterday you had a chance to celebrate family, celebrate religion if it's your holiday, whatever it is for you. I hope you got a chance to just kind of be around some people, feel some love, because it's always important. Good morning, Ivana. Today good morning, Shelby. Good morning, everybody. Today I wanted to talk about dimming your light. So, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that, but let's just talk about what I mean, dimming your light. Dimming your light is pretty much kind of making yourself less than to make other people feel comfortable, okay? So you won't joke as much, or you won't smile as much, or maybe you won't put yourself first because you don't want anybody to think that it's outshining or taking attention away from somebody else. You know what I mean? Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Lisa. Sometimes we can make other people feel uncomfortable. They'll just for whatever reason, whatever that's their stuff or our stuff, they think we're obnoxious or they think we're opinion. I don't know. It could be anything. You know how it is. But you just don't want to walk around being less than to make other people feel more comfortable. And that happens a lot to us. And I think it happens too often and too frequently, where it's not celebrated that we're allowed to be who we are, even if it makes someone else uncomfortable. Like, if we could just all be more accepting of one another and really just more secure in who we are, then we wouldn't worry if someone is outshining. There's this really great quote by this Jessica Erzkoff. Don't let someone dim your light simply because it's shining in their eyes, right? So we do that, too. Don't you find yourself, have you done that? Say yes or no. Show me some hearts. Let me know, because I just feel like it's so much more common than what we're saying. Like, we're afraid to be our most powerful self because we're afraid of upsetting somebody else, right? And yeah, there you go. See, thank you. And, we have to kind of say enough's enough. Like, if people can't accept you for who you are, even if it's different. See, we create these belief systems, right? And this is the way it's supposed to be done. This is the right way. And if someone's not doing it exactly that way, well, then all of a sudden they don't fit in, or they're not doing it right. They're offbeat. We should be celebrating that we're looking at things differently, celebrating that we have a different perspective on something, celebrating that somebody else has something to bring to the table. And when we can do that, we can all relax. You can take a deep breath and be like, oh, it's okay. Because, you are special, and you do have a light, and you do have this power within you. Whatever you want to call that, God's source, universal power, your spirit, your soul, whatever you want to put on that, whatever label you want to call that, it's all the same. It is your power within, your ultimate power, and your ability to make a difference simply because you're you. No other reason than because you are you. So the more you can embrace and celebrate your wacky self, the more you're going to be comfortable. And the more people are going to want to be near that light, even if you feel offbeat, even if you feel like you don't fit in. It's sometimes, we're all trying to fit in or get people to like us, but in that process, you're not really being authentic to who you are and what your voice has to say and your experiences. And whether it's trying to fit in because of a relationship or a community or work situation, whatever it is, right? It's saying, no more. Like, just know you have a gift. You are the gift. You are the gift. And do you. And don't dim your light for somebody else, Allow yourself to speak up. Allow yourself to put yourself first sometimes. We all put other people first, right? Oh, let you go. You do this, you do that. But it's important that we put ourselves out there. It's important that we say, I'm going to be out here raw, and I'm going to be who I am raw, but I'm going to be me. And when we can do that, we are standing in our power. We are standing in all that we are. And when we can do that, other people will feel it. Now, some may be intimidated by it. Some may not like it. But you can't worry about pleasing those people. You have to just focus on you and what you want to share and who you want to be, and trust that the people who are going to connect to you are going to resonate with what you have to say, even if you're crazy. But there's a couple of things that we can do to help with this, okay? All right. Put yourself first. That's number one. And that doesn't mean it's all about me. That's not what I'm trying to say here. But it is saying I'm allowed to step up and be first. I'm allowed to put myself out there first. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes we're made to think, oh, arrogant or egotistical. No, not necessarily at all. That doesn't mean that. It just means you're honoring you and your path. That's okay, right? Now speak up. Use your voice. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are your viewpoints? What is source telling you to get out and say, good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Keely. Honor your voice. Honor your source, your power, and use that to speak up. Use that to make a statement, whatever that statement may be for you. But let's start moving past fear. Like I always say, there's no such thing as saying be fearless, right? Because I think if we're pushing ourselves past our uncomfort zone, see, Lisa, if we push ourselves past our comfort zone, we may experience fear, right? That's fearful. God help us. It's like, I don't even know. It's like standing at the cliff. My book cover was so significant. It was important. Like, it's standing on the cliff and then taking that jump, right? And trusting and having to surrender that your team is there for you, that you'll be supported. And that's scary. You don't know. You're like, oh, that's a long way down. But trusting, going past your comfort zone. Keep pushing past your comfort zone. That doesn't mean you're supposed to be fearless, right? I believe it's courage, having courage through fear. I think, again, to expect us to not have fear, I don't know. I'm always afraid. But it's having courage, more courage than you have fear. More faith than you have worry. Maybe something like that, right? So speak up. What does your voice have to say? What is your magic? Experiencing it and saying that, okay? Also, letting the worry go. This is where the surrender comes in. The hard part. Good morning, Helen. The hard part is surrendering. It is so, so, so tough because we want the answers now. We want to know it's all going to be okay. How about a discussion on ego someday? That keeps us back from being true to ourselves. Absolutely, Jeffrey. So true. So true. So true. Big ego, little ego, both actually, I think. But so great point. But letting worry go, letting this, allowing ourselves to surrender, allowing ourselves to trust and not worry what someone else is thinking, what other people are saying, letting worry go. Is this going to be right or is it going to be wrong? If you're following your heart, if you're staying in your power, if you're honoring your source, you're in the right place. Regardless of people knocking at the door may say. Always, there's going to be someone knocking at the door. Always. They're going to be knocking. They're going to be trying to change you. They're going to be saying you need to be different. Do this more. Do that less. Be more of this. Be less that. All the time, people are going to do that. We have to just stand in our own power, stand in our own truth. Because when you do that, you are being authentic to you, okay? And when we each can be authentic and in our power and in our source, we're exactly where we need to be. So, the last one is, I love this. I came across this and it's, it's not your circus, right? Not your drama. Whatever somebody else's drama is not your drama. So don't play in their game, even if they try. We can get bullied sometimes. I think this, bullying is not just in school. I think people try to, all the time. Whether that's work or relationship or communities, people try to push and pull each other to kind of conform. Maybe there's safety in conformity, right? Or maybe we feel accepted in conformity. But it's knowing that you being able to speak your own voice or being who you are, letting your light shine. That's your key. That is your key to being at peace with yourself, That is your key to being in balance, really, is the more you can say, all right. Again, that doesn't mean everything has to be perfect, right? This is life, This is life. Life is, but it's also the beauty of life. And it's also the beauty of learning and understanding what is your path. What is your message? What do you want to say? If you are standing in your power and shining bright, nothing should be holding you back. Maybe it's just you or your thoughts or this fear or worry that you're going to ruffle feathers. Ruffle the feathers. David G, whenever I listen, David G's this awesome guy. He does meditations. I really love him. And every night, when I listen to his meditations, he says, feather your nest. I just love it. I listen to him and I'm like, okay, I'm feathering my nest, David. So feather your nest, okay? Because, that is going to make you feel good. And that is going to help you. And, the more you can kind of stay in your own power, I think the more people will honor. They'll just, whether they agree with it or not agree with it, doesn't matter. You'll be on your path. You'll be honoring what Spirit wants for you. You're going to ruffle their feathers. There you go, Helen. There you go. But we create these limitations for us. The universe doesn't have these limitations on us, right? What we create and what we're capable of doing is so grand. But we put the limitations on us. We say, oh, I can't do this, or I shouldn't do that, or this is the best I can do. No, you are capable of no limits. You can redefine rules. You can redefine what is acceptable. You can redefine boundaries. You're absolutely capable of it. Absolutely. It's just honoring yourself and being true to you. And not dimming your light for someone else. Ever. If someone ever tells you to dim your light, be less than, they're just not your people. They're just not. And maybe it's just having the courage to let those people go so that you can shine bright. If someone else feels intimidated in your presence and then they try to blame you, that's on them. That's not on you. Right? Don't hold someone else's baggage. Don't hold someone else's trash. They're responsible for theirs. You're responsible for yours. All right? And you can do this. Just, whatever you're going through, whatever is stopping you, look at yourself. How can I dig through this? How can I purge this? How can I release this? How can I surrender? How can I take the next step? Go deep within. You'll keep getting the answers. You'll keep getting the answers. And just trusting and surrendering and then having some fun. Have some fun. We all get so heavy and so deep and so aching in the heart. Have some fun. Oh, so glad you guys are listening. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you tell your daughter to go. Look at that. She's 25, real quick. She's 25, and you know what? That's a key age, right? Because we can be very insecure at that age, right? Because we're so worried about being a people pleaser. Any of you have been brought up to be people pleasers, you know what I'm talking about. And but you tell her to be her warrior woman self, her nurturing, blossoming self. Whoever she is, tell her she's enough to own her path, okay? We all have a path. We all have a purpose, and we all can find these things in one another that we love. I love, like I've got a few students, that are these just so kind and nurturing souls. I mean, it's like you feel so taken care of just in their aura, just in their energy. And I find that so beautiful. It's amazing. And, that's something you want to encourage in them. Like, yes, that's it. That's it. That's your light. Shine it. So, anyhow, here's what you're going to do this week. You are going to up your wattage. You are going to up your wattage. Spotlight. Spotlight. Be a billboard. Be a marquee. You get out there and you find something to shine your light this week. Find an opportunity where you get to step out a bit, sing, dance, speak up, be you, step into your power and own it. Because you are beautiful and you are amazing and this is your moment. And please don't let anyone dim your light. All right? Not anyone. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever again. Because you and your power and your source and your universe is telling you to get out there and take that leap of faith. All right, you guys? So that's it. Happy Monday. Motivation for the day. Wishing you a fabulous, fabulous day. You can do it. I know you're probably a little tired from yesterday, but hang in there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right? See you later. Bye.